My name is Josephine in the Valley, and I'm representing the Power Shift today. If you're not sure what that is, you can look it up on Facebook or YouTube. Every day. Okay, so Nikki Levasseur, 13 and a half years ago, she discovered a loophole in the Constitution. So this is her words that I'm going to read to you. If you want to record it, it's very important. She said, Canadian and Indigenous Reconciliation Solution. The best way for Canadians and Indigenous peoples to protect our country and our rights is to initiate our political and civil right to collective self-determination. The Canadian and Indigenous peoples of Canada had the right to national collective self-determination and decolonization from 1931 and again in 1982. When our governments had the duty and chance to initiate it for the people. However, this issue was never spoken about or brought up in either provincial or federal legislatures by our governments. Instead, our collective political and civil rights as equal partners are the lawful legal head of state of Canada, which should have been enshrined in our Constitution with final decision-making authority, veto, power above the Queen and our government. It was buried and hidden from all of us for decades. This was deliberately creating a stolen right from all Canadian and Indigenous peoples, considering Canada and the UK have been bound to our rights since after World War II through the decolonization process and signed onto those rights in 1976. We, the Canadian People's Union, undertook the actions to remedy the situation. One of these actions was initiated March 3rd, 2022 in a formal letter to the UK demanding a constitutional correction. This constitutional correction can remedy reconciliation and finalize decolonization by legally including the Indigenous peoples of Canada as equal partners, shareholders, co-owners, and final decision-makers with Canadians on each side of the Truro Wampum Treaty for our country and our Constitution. It would only take a motion filed by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Commonwealth to the UK Parliament for vote to issue a formal declaration and ratified by royal assent. If not done, then the UK is liable, just as Canada, to be in breach of many international laws, including the Statute of Rome. The other action was initiation of the formal, legally binding contract named the Indigenous and Civil Unified Sovereign Enactment Convention of Consent. This is a living document created in 2014 to be signed by all Canadian and Indigenous peoples who want our combined rights to be lawfully, legally recognized in our Constitution as being the final decision makers and having full authority over our governance. No government should ever have full authority over the people they work for. The authority belongs to both peoples in this country. With the help of all Canadians and Indigenous peoples, igniting the conversation and enforcing its legislation is the first step to success. We achieved this on Parliament Hill in Ottawa on July 30th, 2022. So look up thepowershift.ca on Facebook and on YouTube and sign your convention, and you will see that you are the power. The government works for us. Freedom! Okay, Amari.
I thought we don't have a constitution.
Just look up the Power Shift.